Hey everybody, and thanks for joining us on today's Phone.com webinar. Today we'll be sharing our mobile office iPhone app and how to get this set up on your own iPhone. My name is Derek Artes, and I'll be your presenter today, and I'm currently a customer service representative at Phone.com. And just a quick overview of what we'll be learning today. We're going to go into setting up the iPhone app on your iPhone. Then we'll walk through all of the primary features of the app. We got things like placing a call with your phone.com number, sending a text message, and a lot more to cover. And lastly, we'll also show you how to forward your calls and SMS text messages directly to your cell phone. So just to go over the features of the app before we dive into it, to give you a nice general overview of what's possible, you can place calls from the app using your phone.com number as a caller ID. You can send SMS text messages and faxes directly from the app. You can also start a conference call and invite other people to your conference call. And you can also check your inbox, so you can manage your voicemail messages, your SMS, and your faxes directly from your extension. And also check your call logs, so you can see all inbound and outbound calls for the particular extension that you're signed in. And lastly, something new that we recently added is that you can change your voicemail greeting for your extension directly from the app, and you can also record a new one as well, which is really cool. Excited to show you that. So to begin, we're going to need to download the app on our iPhone and then get logged into it. The easiest way to download the app is to open the App Store on your iPhone, and when you use the search option, go ahead and search for phone.com mobile, and our app should be the very first one that pops up for you. One thing to keep in mind, the app is only currently supported for the iPhone 4 and up, so if you have anything lower than that, it's not going to show up in the search results. Once you get that installed, pop it open. You're going to need a few pieces of information that I'm going to show you how to find on your account. The first is that you'll need a valid cell phone number to validate the app. It's going to use your cell phone minutes to place calls. The next three things you'll need is a phone.com number on your account, an extension number, and then a voicemail password. So let's dive into our account online and show you how to find these three things, and then we'll get logged in. So let me sign into my account here. Wait for that to process. Okay, so the first thing we need is a phone.com number. So to find that, we'll go up to Configure, and we'll select Manage Numbers. And you can see we have all our numbers listed here. It does not matter which number you choose to sign in as. You're not going to be locked to that number as your caller ID. You can certainly switch between any of them. So just choose whichever one feels good to you and go from there. So the next thing we need is the extension number. To find that, we'll go to Configure, and we'll choose Manage Users and Extensions. And this one is a bit more specific. You'll be locked to the extension you signed in as, so definitely choose wisely of which one you want to be signed in as. In our case, we'll choose extension 503. And to get the voicemail password that we need for 503, we're going to choose the edit box. And you're going to scroll all the way down to the voicemail section, and you'll see we have a password listed here, which is what we'll use for the app. You're more than welcome to change this. You can enter your own set of digits and press Save Changes at the bottom, or you can select Reset Password. It'll generate a random password, and then select Save Changes to save that. Okay, so those were the three things we needed. I'm going to open my iPhone on my computer here and show you guys how it's going to look when you first log into the app. The first screen that you'll have is, do you already have an account with us? I'm going to assume that you already do. If you push no, it'll let you sign up through the app, but we'll select yes here. The very first screen that you guys will see after that prompt is your cell phone number. It's not showing it here, of course, because I'm on a computer, but just to give you an idea, you'll need to enter your cell phone number on that first screen. So next up, we're going to enter the phone.com number that we found earlier, and then our extension number, which was 503, and finally our voicemail password. So the first time you run this, it's going to have the phone.com system call your cell phone number and enter a validation code. Of course, I can't show that here, but just to give you a heads up, there will be one more step in the process before you can get logged in. So I'll push OK here just to get us signed in and onto the main screen. Cool. So there's our landing page. And let's dive into some of the features now. So first up, we'll keep it simple. Now that you're signed in the app, let's start with placing calls. Again, you have the ability to place calls with your phone.com number as a caller ID. But before you start doing any calls, there's just a few things I want to make you aware of. The first is that you'll want to choose your outbound caller ID number to use in the settings. And again, you can switch between any of the phone.com numbers on your account, so it's totally flexible. And the next thing is, as far as usage goes right now, any call that you make from the app is going to use your cell phone minutes in addition to your phone.com minutes. It's not a VoIP-enabled app, if you're familiar with the term. We are working on that feature in the future, which I have a nice surprise for you guys at the end. But just to give you a heads up for the time being, it's going to use both of those minute pools. So let's jump into the app now and show you the other options for placing a call with address book contacts and favorites as well. So first thing, again, you will want to choose our caller ID. So all you do for that is you choose the little gear icon, and that's going to be your settings menu. Got a lot of settings options here, but all I want to show you is the caller ID section right now. When you click that, that's going to give you a nice drop down of all the caller ID numbers available on your phone.com account. And if we want to place calls using our 800 number, all you do is select 800 and then close that out and get out of that setting. So right now, all outbound calls will show that 800 number. The next thing is placing a call. You just select place a call. Of course, it's like a regular dial pad. You can dial a number. Click through here. And then you just push the green call button. Very simple. But the two other things I wanted to show you guys, if you select the star icon, this is a kind of a quick favorite tab to access your quick contacts. If you want to add a contact to your favorites menu, you can select the plus icon, and then you can select a contact in your contact list. For example, I'll choose Jenny Dempsey, and I'll choose her name, and voila, Jenny Dempsey was added to your favorites list, and she can now be accessed from that favorites menu. And the last and final one was clicking that picture gets you to your contacts. And this contacts menu is not just the contacts for the app, it's also going to pull all the contacts from your personal cell phone contacts. And you can filter those by choosing either phone.com or device at the top, and it'll show you all your contacts there. So that was placing a call, very simple. Shouldn't have any issues with that. Let's move on to sending SMS, text messages, and fax. For faxing and SMS, you can send to any US local number. For faxing, what you'll do is you'll take a picture of your fax document on your phone, and then you can upload that either from your album or camera, as you can see in the pictures there. This is all pretty basic, so I'm just going to show you the interface and let you know how it flows. So to get home at any time, we can click the home button. Sending an SMS text message, you click send a message, and it looks just like your messages thing on your iPhone. You can type a name to search for somebody. You can enter a number as well, separated by commas, and it'll do multiple text messages. Oh, sorry, I can't type today. And all you do is type in your message, click send, and that is going to send off. And that message should show up in your inbox, so you can continue to reply and send to it like a regular messages conversation bubble. And the next one I wanted to show you guys is sending a fax. That is going to be under the More menu. So when you select that, it'll bring up another sub menu, and then you can click Send a Fax here. So it's pretty similar to the phone.com account online of sending a fax. So what you do is you enter the fax number you want to send to. You can choose your quality. I would recommend leaving it to medium unless you're having issues with your faxes failing. And also make sure that you're putting an email in the email confirmation box, as this is the only record you'll get that your fax is sending successfully. The next step in the process would be to either do add from album or add from camera to select your fax document that you want to send. Can't show you this as it's on a computer, but I'm sure you get the idea. Once you click on that, it'll bring up your camera roll and you can choose the picture you want to use. You can attach a cover page by toggling the attach a cover page button, and when you select next, that has you fill out some information. So we can just make something up real quick here. John Smith from Derek Arteas. And all you do is you push send. Oh, sorry, one more thing, memo. You can do a memo as well, subject and the body text. And so once all that's filled out, just click send. And once that's sent successfully, it will send you an email confirmation letting you know that your fax sent successfully. Let me get back to the home screen. All right, moving on to conference calls. Really cool from the app. You can start a conference call directly using the Join My Conference button. And what that'll do is that will dial you in directly to your dedicated conference line for your particular extension you're signed in as. If you choose Join Conference, that's going to dial you into the general conference bridge number. And from there, you can then enter your conference ID that you have. And lastly, if you choose Invite, this is going to send a text message to your intended recipient, and it's going to give them the conference number and the ID. So let me show you how that goes to give you an idea. So you select conferencing on the main menu. And then from there, I'll show the invite one. If you do invite, and it says, please join my conference, gives you the conference number, the conference ID that they can use, and it works just like a regular text message. So you would just enter the person you want to send it to and push send, and they'll get that message and they'll be able to join your conference call. So if you go back to conferencing, and if you choose join my conference, it's going to automatically dial into your bridge number. There's nothing else you need to do. And likewise, join conference will do the same thing as well. Okay, next up we have our inbox and call logs. One thing to make note of when you, I think I've said this before, but when you sign into the app, you're only signed into the specific extension that you've chosen. So what this means is that your inbox and call logs will only reflect the messages and calls that you receive on that extension. Right now, it's not possible to see general call logs for the whole account from the app, but perhaps we'll have that feature in the future. From the inbox, you can check all of your received SMS, faxes, and voicemails. And from the call logs, you'll be able to see all of your inbound and outbound calls that you've placed directly from your extension. So I've got some test messages in my inbox to show you how it looks. So to get to your inbox, all you do is you select inbox. And you can see here, right now it's filtered to all. So this is a text message that I've sent earlier. And you can click on that and it has a conversation bubble. So you can reply directly to this by doing a new message and clicking send. The next one, this little icon indicates that you've received a fax. If you select that, it's really nice. It'll actually give you the nice PDF preview of your fax. If you click print, if you have a wireless printer, you can print that directly from your phone by doing the select printer button. And lastly, this indication, or this little icon, indicates a voicemail. So you select that.
Hi, this is a voicemail test from phone.com.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it plays off your voicemail directly. Play it again. You can also block that number if you want to, using the block option here, or you can call the number directly back by selecting call. And again, you can filter these as you desire. Click fax and it's only going to show you the faxes. Same with voicemail and SMS. If you want to delete anything, you select the edit box, or sorry, the edit button, and then you can choose which one you want to delete. It has a checkbox and you click delete and that'll send it away. And we'll just leave all those for ours though. Okay, and let's now look at the call log section. So we're back on the home screen, and we'll go to call logs. And again, it's filtered by all. So this is going to show you all of your inbound and outbound calls, receive faxes as well. So if you select one of these entries here, let's select this 305 number. What you can do from here is you can block the number if you want to add it to your block list, and you can also send an SMS or a direct telephone call to that number. And again, you can choose outbound, see all your outbound calls, and inbound to see all your inbound calls as well. Fairly basic, looks just like your phone.com account online. Okay, so moving on to one of the new features that we recently added was managing your voicemail greetings directly from your extension. Really cool, you can preview your current greeting that you have set on your account so you know what it sounds like. You can also add a new greeting, which I'll be showing you, and then you can switch between which greeting is your primary greeting on the app. And you can disable voicemail entirely if that's your desire. So let's get back into our app here. So to get to the greetings page, we'll select more. And then we're going to select greetings. So you can see here, I have two separate greetings on my account. I have Derek's voicemail and then a vacation greeting. If depending on which one you want to enable, all you do is select the circle icon. That makes Derek's voicemail the primary greeting. If I'm on vacation for a whole week and I want my vacation greeting to play, all I'm going to do is come in here and select vacation greeting, and that makes that the primary greeting immediately. You can enable or disable your voicemail with this toggle icon up here. That'll turn it off and back on. And if you want to delete a greeting, just like deleting anything in your inbox, you select edit and you select the red icon here, and that'll delete it. As far as adding a new greeting, you have two options. You can add a text-to-speech message with a new TTS up here. That's basically going to have you type in a text-based message, and our computer automated system will read off your voicemail. So in here you could do test voicemail, and we'll choose Allison to keep it simple, and then we'll choose upload. Nope. Derek's test voicemail. And once that syncs, that will show up. Get your success message. And when you go to the edit screen, there's my new test voicemail, and I can set that as my primary greeting if I wanted to. You can also record a greeting directly from your cell phone using the built-in microphone. So you just choose a new voice and you give your greeting a name, and then you push this record button, record your message, and then push upload, and that will upload it directly to your greeting screen. All right, so the last thing I wanted to cover is to show you guys how to start receiving calls and SMS on your cell phone. One thing to keep in mind again, the app isn't right now designed to receive phone calls. So if you want to receive phone calls on your iPhone, all you're going to do is you're going to forward your phone.com number to your cell phone number. SMS is a little different in that you can send it directly to your extension, and I'm going to show you both now in the interface here. So let me get back to our account home. Okay, so to forward your number and your SMS, we need to get to our number settings. So we're going to mouse over configure and select manage numbers. And let's say that we want our 858 US local number to forward to our iPhone. So we'll select the edit box. On the next screen, we can enable SMS forwarding. So if I want to have all of my SMS sent directly to my iPhone app, I'm going to choose extension 503 for myself and then click Save Changes. And so SMS will now be directed to the app. And I'm going to go back in here one more time. And I'm going to go one level deeper by selecting Edit for Number Action. And so this part is where we're going to forward to our cell phone number. I'm going to do a very basic setup. If you guys want me to show you something more elaborate, please let me know. Be happy to do so. But for this, I'm going to change select operation to forward call. And then I'm going to enter my cell phone number here. And then I also want a cell phone left on my phone.com account if I don't answer. So I'm going to choose add next action. Change this one to leave voicemail. And choose my voicemail extension here. So what's going to happen is it'll forward calls to my cell phone number for 20 seconds. And if I don't pick up, you can leave a voicemail on my phone.com account. And of course, you can check that voicemail directly from the iPhone app. And when you want to finalize all of that, just select Save Rule Settings. All right, so last up, my surprise for you guys is that we are going to be implementing VoIP-based calls on our iPhone app in the very near future. I have that feature running on this build on my computer that I'm going to show you guys. Estimated date is October 2014. What this will allow you to do is place and receive calls using your cell phone data or Wi-Fi. So you'll no longer have to use your cell phone minutes to place calls throughout the app, which is really cool. So just to show you what this is going to look like so you can be prepared, let me get back to the main menu here. So to enable VoIP calls, what you'll do is you'll go into the settings menu and you'll see we have a cell/VoIP section. This isn't going to show up on your app right now because it's not live. But when it is, you can toggle on use VoIP. And there's also several other options. If you want VoIP used only on Wi-Fi, you can certainly choose that. And once that's enabled, VoIP should be on. So if we go into the place a call screen, you'll notice we have a little VoIP icon. So what this means is that any outbound call that you make and any inbound call that you make will be over internet traffic instead of your cell phone minutes. Now it's really cool, excited to have that release, and it should be in the coming weeks here, hopefully. So stay tuned on the App Store for some updates. And that was it for my presentation. I hope you all enjoyed exploring our iPhone app and all of the features that we offer. If you guys have any questions that do not get answered in the Q&A today, we've got some support channels you can reach out to. We have 24/7 phone support on our 800 line, as well as email and chat support. And you can also reach out to us on Twitter and Facebook.